So I was watching YouTube, as I do, and I was watching a video by a YouTuber I like called PK Beats. He made a video talking about his favorite stage in Smash Ultimate. So, I did the only thing I thought was right, and decided to copy his video. Before you say anything, I have a bit of a weird favorite stage. Especially since I play in a competitive rule set. No items, 3-stock, 1v1. And my favorite stage is a very casual stage, but it's not like super mega hectic. I mean, you read the video. It's Mementos. Yeah, my favorite stage is Mementos. Let me explain. One, it has the advantage of, hey, Persona 5 is my favorite. Well, Persona 5 Royal is my favorite game of all time. But who considers that different from Persona 5? So, it has that as an advantage. Also, sorry about the video quality. My computer had a stroke, apparently. I don't know. I'm just saying what is happening. But here's the thing. It is a stage filled with so many details. It may not look like it at first glance, but it does. Although, it does have missed opportunities. But it's a stage filled with so many details, which also happens to come from my favorite game of all time. And what is probably my favorite series of all time. I've played 2 games in this series. It might actually be my favorite series. I liked Persona 4. It was a pretty good game. Not fantastic, but it's still fun. So, let's look into this. Why do I love the stage so much? Obviously, my love for Persona. But let's start with its with its stage layout. It is a interesting and unique stage layout with hazards off, which is what I play it with, due to its slope and its unique layout of platforms. But it's also not hectic, chaotic, too big, or too small to not really be a fun, competitive stage. In my opinion, it is one of the perfect stages for friendlies. Because of all that you get. It's a unique stage layout, which looks awesome. And, obviously, sadly, it does make camping a bit easy due to the heightened ground for characters like Snake, but it's a price to pay. And, again, so many small details. Sadly, I usually end up playing this stage on Omega or Battlefield, which is still amazing. It still has all the background details I love. It misses some of the foreground stuff, but hey, you get what you get. At least I can play it competitively sometimes. Like, if I went to a tournament and chose Battlefield, I would specifically specify Mementos, Battlefield, Rivers in the Desert. No, not joking. But let's just look at small details on the stage first, to show my love for it. First up, the mid-ground. The mid-ground is filled with a bunch of Phantom Thieves. It's every Phantom Thief that joins the party from Persona 5, with the exception of Crow, and every other missing Phantom Thief actually came from games that released after Joker's inclusion in Smash Ultimate. Technically, I'm not sure if Persona 5 Royal released way earlier in Japan, who knows, but either way, The missing Phantom Thieves really aren't missed, as only one of them isn't represented in... Only two of them aren't represented in Smash, because Sophia actually got a spirit if you bought Persona 5 Strikers on the Switch. So that's a nice little thing. But here's the big deal. The characters cheering you on have so much energy and life. Also, thing I probably should mention, the platforms are the train gates. Mementos is a train station. It's amazing. Like, it's filled with so many details. Even the signposts. I know they're just signposts, but with how they're organized, they actually look like the Mementos map. Especially stacked with a background literally being the Mementos map. If you angle it right, you basically have the UI for traveling down Mementos. Which is incredible! How can you not love this? I'm gushing over a stage. Smash Ultimate is the best game ever made. Objectively, Persona 5 is one of the best games of all time, but you can't argue that Smash Ultimate has the most effort put into it out of any game ever. Even the small things, like the red lines on the body of the stage being used all throughout the menus and themes of Persona 5. Even to things like the stars. I can't exactly pinpoint where the stars are from. I don't know why. I know they're from Persona 5, but my main memories of them are in the Thieves' Den. So that might have actually been retroactive. I genuinely don't know. And then there's the platform. The platform that travels in and out of the stage. I don't have footage of it, sadly, as I did not feel like waiting around for a random chance event to happen 3 separate times. Remember, Mementos has variants. So, I don't have footage of it, but the TV screen variant of the platform will always show a clip from the opening movie of the game. So in the case of Persona 5, it is the opening movie variant of Wake Up, Get Out There, since Persona 5 Royal didn't exist yet. So, just the TV screen displaying a video from the game is awesome. And the same can be said for all other variants. I don't actually know what video plays in the other two, because I have never seen the TV in the Persona 4 version, and I have not played Persona 3. Speaking of Persona 4, its variant of Mementos switches the lines out to have a multicolored fluorescent pattern, as well as daisies throughout it, fitting with the flowery aesthetic of Persona 4. As it just fits. I wish it changed up a few more things, but even just the background to be like the main area of Persona, because it's like the background in the stage is a PNG. I'm sorry, like, would it have been that hard? Probably. It would have taken some effort. I could probably do it pretty easily with modding, but actually no, it's a separate PNG at that. Yeah, if I ever mod Smash Ultimate, remind me to do this. But it changes everything in the stage from red to yellow, including Joker's freaking menu UI. But that's more of a Joker thing. But it just adds those Persona 4 touches. If that makes sense. It just changes things up enough to still be Mementos, but also representing a completely separate game which doesn't have Mementos. If that makes sense. And then let's move on to Persona 3's variant. This is actually the only time in the 10 minutes of recording I have that actually got the TV to appear. So I zoomed in on it. Of course, it's the game I haven't played and I can't comment on. But also, a lot of the stuff changes to be a more clocky thing. It's hard for me to comment because I haven't played Persona 3. But I believe it has a lot more to do with, like, time in its focuses. I mean, all Persona games have time, but Persona 4 really focused on the Midnight Channel. Persona 5 focused on the Metaverse, and I'm pretty sure Persona 3 focuses on the something to do with time, like a clock tower sort of thing. I don't know, haven't played it. Contradiction opinions on if I should play Persona 3 Portable or Persona 3 Fez. I don't want to start an argument, so we're not going to bring that up here, but even those small things just add so much life to the stage. Although, one thing I don't like about it is, for some reason, Harem of the Soul is listed under the Persona 3 songs, but it changes the stage to red for Persona 5, which arguably red is probably the best they could have done, since Harem of the Soul is from Revelations Persona, which is the only other Persona game with a main color scheme of red. But the Velvet Room, where Harem of the Soul plays, is blue. And why is the blue variant listed behind? Why does it... I don't know, it's just weird. Why is Harem of the Soul listed under Persona 3 music? That's just a nitpick and thing that bothers me about this stage. Not gonna lie. But overall, it's still a fun stage to battle on, with multiple variants calling back to multiple games in its series. It has its flaws and has honestly not the best stage design out there, but it's a fun stage I have always had a blast playing on casually, with, well, as casually as you can get with 3 stock, no items, no final smash meter, no spirits. Competitive rules set on non-competitive stages, casually. That's how I enjoy this game, though. And it's a blast of a stage. Which allows you to do some pretty fun stuff. And it looks awesome and does a great job at separating the foreground, background, and midground. Which, in my opinion, is a hard thing some stages can do. Obviously, in a fight, you're almost always going to be noticing what's what, because you're focusing on your character and your opponent. But from watching a video, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, just because they're all very similar colors. But the foreground is the brightest and where your characters are. The midground is shaded a bit, and that's where your allies are. And the background is the PNG of the Mementos map, which I know might be degrading on it by calling it a PNG. I love how they did it, though. I know it sounds degrading, but it's actually probably the best bit they could have done to do a Mementos map to encompass the entirety of Mementos, while still making it a fun stage to play on. There aren't many good options for a Mementos stage, and honestly, I don't really like Mementos at all, but I think they did a really good job. So, great job, Sakurai, and thanks for introducing me to Persona. If you enjoyed and want to see more, please consider subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me, as I love discussing Persona and other video games I love, which includes Smash, but this is my first video talking about a stage or a locale in a game. But again, I love Smash Ultimate, I love Persona, I love this stage, it just seemed like a good fit. But thank you all for watching. I'm not good at YouTube outros. Okay, bye!